how to access characters in a string by using indexing. This means we place square brackets after the string variable name. We have also seen how to retrieve a sequence of characters using slicing syntax by specifying a range inside those brackets. Another important concept that we have already covered is that strings are immutable. This means we cannot change or remove individual characters once the string is created. However, we can assign a completely new string to the same variable name, and we can also delete the variable that holds the string. We have looked at how to combine multiple strings using string concatenation by using the plus operator. And we have also explored string membership test, which allows us to check whether a character or a substring exists within another string. But until now, we haven't really performed any transformations on the strings itself, such as changing how it appears. Now imagine you are writing on a piece of paper. Sometimes you write in lowercase, and at other times you may want to emphasize something in uppercase. So in Python, you can do this too. You can transform strings to match your purpose. This kind of transformation is an example of doing something to a string rather than just reading from it. In Python, there are many built-in tools for modifying strings, and these tools are called methods. Now, let me show you a simple way to explore these string methods in Jupyter Notebook or any Python environment. So, let's see an example now. Let's begin by creating a variable named sentence, as you can see here, and assign it the string coding is creative and fun. Now, if we print the value stored in sentence, we get the string coding is creative and fun displayed on the screen. Now let's explore what all operations we can perform on this string. In Python, we can use something called dot notation to work with various built-in features, also called methods, related to a string. If we check the type of the sentence variable as done here, using the type function, we'll see that it's a string. Once we confirm that, we can place a dot. Now let me show you how that is done. So after we are confirmed that it is a string, we give sentence dot, and if we press now in Jupyter Notebook, after putting the dot, if we press the tab after typing the dot, it will show us a list of all the available string methods like you can see here. So you just have to write the variable name dot and then press tab and it will give us the list. So you will see methods like dot capitalize, count, ends with, and all these variables like lower, upper, all these methods. You might wonder how to understand what each of these method does. So no need to memorize. Jupyter will help us with that. Now, for instance, now as an example, I've taken capitalize here. So this method makes the first character uppercase and all the rest as lowercase. Now, if we type sentence.capitalize and run the code, so we will see that the output becomes coding is creative and fun. And we notice how only the C is capitalized and the rest everything is in the lowercase. Now it's important to note that the original sentence string remains unchanged. It's still coding is creative and fun. If we run this variable sentence, coding is creative and fun. Now, if you want to save the new version of the string, assign it to a new variable like updated sentence is equal to sentence dot capitalize. When we print updated underscore sentence, it will show us the modified string coding is creative and fun. Now let's try another method dot count. If we run sentence.count, we'll get the number of times the lowercase letter I appears in the string. For our string, this will return 3, once in coding, once in is, and once in creative. Now remember, string methods are case sensitive. So sentence.count in capital I would return 0. The dot ends with method checks if a string ends with a particular substring. So sentence dot ends with fun will return true because the string ends with fun, and sentence dot ends with smaller case fun will return false since it is case sensitive. Next, let's look at sentence dot starts with. This checks if the string begins with a substring. Now sentence dot starts with, and if we give coding, returns true, but sentence dot starts with coding in small returns false. I hope this is clear. Now, for example, sentence.find creative returns 10 as creative starts at the index 10. If the substring isn't found, find returns -1. So, if we give sentence.find zebra, it gives us -1. Now, next is you can also check if a string is made of only digits using the .isDigit method. Now, if we give 2025.isDigit returns true, but 2025 year.isDigit returns false. Similarly, is alpha returns if the string only contains alphabetic letters, or it also checks. Now creative dot is alpha returns true, but creative, if we give with space and then we give work dot is alpha, it returns us false because it is not only alphabets but it also contains space. Next, we can also use dot lower to convert the entire string to lowercase, and we can also use dot upper to convert the entire string to uppercase. Next, if we want to replace parts of the string, we use dot replace method. For example, if we give sentence dot replace fun with exciting, becomes coding is creative and exciting instead of fun. Sometimes strings come with unwanted spaces. Suppose we have a string like hello world. Now, this string has got space on the left, on the right. So, we have various methods like first one being rstrip. This removes the extra spaces from the right, and dot lstrip removes them from the left, and strip removes them from both the ends. So let's look at this. If we give hello world and rstrip, it has removed the trailing white space from the right. If we give .lstrip, it returns a copy of the string with leading white space removed. And if we give the strip method, it returns a copy of the string with leading and trailing space, both removed. Finally, the title method makes the first letter of every word uppercase. So if we give sentence dot title, see, it gives us coding is creative and fun. So the word starts with uppercase characters and all remaining cased characters have lowercase. So coding C will be capitalized, is I. For creative, C will be capitalized, in and A is capitalized, and in fun F is capitalized. Now, these methods make working with strings in Python very powerful and flexible. So you can try these methods in some of your own examples and see how they transform the string. And also remember that not all the methods change the original string. Most return a new one. So we have to save the result in a new variable if needed. And we'll also use these methods a lot when we'll work with strings or cleaning text